Check, check, check. All right, now we got audio. I could see the little gauge moving, so I don't know if I'll leave that in there or mute it. You know, I do say this is an unedited show here. You know, how I could run it live. I might do that. I might just might do some live stuff and then do some reactions live. I don't know. Oh boy, let me get there we go. Uh, this one was emailed, limpyreacts@gmail.com. Say it with me, limpyreacts@gmail.com. Uh, by Junior Johnston. We all know Junior. Junior, let the band play. Let the band play. Ed. About your heads. That motherfucker hits. But so Junior Johnson. So why didn't we have uh, shop teachers like this? And by looking at the thumbnail, I would probably if we had teachers. I know we had because I had wood shop. Uh, I always enjoyed working with wood. Uh, but if we could have if we had something like what I just seen the thumbnail, uh, we would be a lot more kids with cut off hands and fingers and uh, uh, probably uh, shims thrown into the walls and everything like that. But limpyreacts@gmail.com, hit that up right there. Thumbs up. If I pause it, I gotta make a comment because I got OCD uh, or whatever it is. You know, if I don't, then I'll forget. If it's muted, sometimes I can mute it myself, but if I just let it go and then YouTube makes me mute it, or so we don't get a copyright strike. So, but anyway, this one uh, is it's steam bending for beginners. All right, it was posted 12 days ago. Wood Baby is uh, who uploaded it, and all the links and stuff to her channel will be down in the description below. Uh, Thumbs up, like, subscribe, comment down below, and here we go. I'm waiting on that knife, and she ain't even. This ain't even live, but I'm still waiting. I know, I know, I know that y'all know that she knows. Oh boy.
Right, so this build in particular is going to definitely test my abilities because although I have done a little bit of steam bending, I have never done it on this scale. Now I'm going to be building a jewelry box that has a beautiful arched frame to it with arched doors, all steam bent with solid maple wood. Now, step one is actually going to be building the form that the wood is going to be wrapped around so that I can make sure I have a smooth, even circumference. Mess around a little bit to visually decide what would look best. Maybe we'll go 10-inch. I think I feel good about that. The wood is about a 1/2 inch thick, so the interior would actually sit at 9 inches. Right at 5 there. Right at 5 there.
Oh yeah.
So now I'm gonna run from this side down to mark my 10-inch line.
She ain't got a framing square.
So let's go ahead and line this up as straight as possible. We're gonna go ahead, stencil her, and then I'm gonna just cut right outside of that stencil line and we will be golden. Alright, now that I have all my pieces cut out, let's go go ahead and start the glue up. Now I am going to go back through with my belt sander afterwards to make sure all the edges are uniform and smooth, because I freehand cut all these arches. There's a few that are a little funky, but that can all be fixed on my sander. So we're gonna just start dousing this thing with wood glue and slowly start to sandwich all of these pieces together. So I'm gonna go right up here. Just pray to God this works tomorrow. Pray to God that this works tomorrow. A couple days ago, I cut the maple down to size. It's actually been soaking in my bathtub since then. I added some fabric softener as well because that's supposed to help relax the fibers to make the whole steam bending process a lot more easy. Now you can use like a big bin or something of that nature to soak the wood as well. I just don't have one, and because it's a big hunk of wood, the bathtub seemed like the most obvious place to store it until I was ready to actually steam bend it. Now I already set up my steam box system. The water is boiling hot, so I'm gonna go ahead and throw this wood into the steam box. Now you want to steam your wood for about an hour for every inch of thickness. This is only a 1/2 inch thick piece of wood, so I'm going to go ahead and put it in for about 30-35 minutes and see how we're looking.
Y'all see what I see. I'm just saying. I just I think she got a new subscriber here. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
It might need to sit for a little bit longer, but
And we all need to thank Junior Johnston for this. I don't know if y'all even knew something was like this was on YouTube. 'Cause yeah, I didn't. I didn't. But get that line out of the way there.
I have a feeling 30 will be the perfect amount. Alright, so while I leave the wood steaming for the next 30 minutes, let's go ahead and finish the form itself. I already sanded it down to shape, making sure the curvature is perfectly symmetric. Now it's about a 10-inch diameter. Now the last 2 steps are to drill some really deep holes into the form. That's going to give me a point to be able to successfully clamp the wood to the form. And then finally, I'm going to run some tape around the outside edge here. This is just like really cheap composite board. So the last thing I want is this to start absorbing moisture from the steam bend and warping in itself. So let's go ahead and finish up those last 2 steps, and then by then, this wood will probably be done steaming. Taping it isn't really like a necessary step. It just makes me feel good.
Yeah, may very full 60 meters.
Come on, baby. The amount of tension in my forearm. This way,
Get
I
a
can clamp
little
all the way
rest there.
across.
Yeah. I feel like couldn't you get enough
Oh
grip?
my God, I freaking did it! That's crazy! I need one more clamp going this way.
I already know I ain't gonna do, yeah. We're gonna be probably muting this, or YouTube's gonna be
Alright,
making
so
me.
I have let this sit for about 3 or 4 days now. Now, ideally, I'd be allowing it to sit for about 2 weeks to fully acclimate to the weather. However, I need to do another round of steam bending using this same form. So I think my solution is going to be taking this piece here, popping it off of the main form, and then re-clamping it to this smaller form, because I'm fairly confident that it's already pretty much set the way it's going to be. It just needs a little bit of extra time to sit, and so this will suffice just to keep the general shape. It's really just the side straight pieces, these 2 parts here, that might flare out a little bit, but I think the arch itself, at least, is going to keep its shape. Put this through the middle. You start to just push down on it. My big thing is making sure it's like even pressure and I'm not adding too much more pressure. So as soon as I was done doing this whole clamp up, I realized I made a mistake. And it was a mistake that I had thought about going into this whole situation, but I still made it. So I had a bunch of these pieces of wood cut up, ready to go, to act as a barrier between my clamp and my actual workpiece. This serves two purposes. The first one is even pressure. So if I have this clamped up across, that's going to ensure that there's even clamping pressure across my whole workpiece, and that's going to help avoid any warping or cupping. Fortunately, I didn't really get any warping or cupping, but that was really lucky. I
I got
should
some
have.
whipping going on.
Second thing that helps avoid is bruising. So wood
It's
is
that
at
too.
its most like weak state when you're steam bending because the fibers.
Oh no. Oh my gosh. Did y'all hear what she said? Hold on.
Second thing that helps avoid is bruising. So wood is at its most like weak state when you're steam
Right now,
bending because the fibers are extremely soft. And in a lot of
mine's
situations, I
extremely
had
hard.
to really crank on this clamp to
Yeah.
get the wood into the position I wanted it to be in. And so that created bruising. So I have like
Yep.
circular
Uh-huh.
indents in the wood,
Squeeze it too
as you
hard,
can
it's gonna
see,
bruise it.
such as here and up here, that's caused by my clamps. The upside, the silver lining to that is I can show you guys a neat little trick to help get rid of this bruising. Sometimes it might happen to you even on pieces where you're not steam bending because you
You gotta
just
cover it up
got a
and
little
rub it.
carried away and clamped too hard. So when you're looking here, right along here, you can kind of see the
Oh,
ledge or indent from the clamp. So let's go ahead and get rid of that. I'm gonna lay my cloth along the indent. I can feel it right here. I'm gonna take my iron and just slowly move it back and forth. Now I'm not using any steam from the iron itself. All the moisture is a result of the slightly damp rag that I'm using. And then because this is on high heat, I'm gonna go ahead and keep moving it because I'm not trying to burn the wood. I'm just trying to release the fibers a little bit. You can do this on like wooden furniture that gets nicked just from like daily use and things like that too. So if you have a coffee table that has a little bit of indent, obviously a full gouge is not gonna work. But like if it has a little nick in it or something like that, you can try this on it and see if that helps. I've done it before, but depending on what the wood is finished with, you wanna make sure you're not messing up the finish. So it's a little hard to tell because there is some discoloration here which will only go away with sanding, but you can see here I'm dragging my
that's true.
fingernail across it and there's no indent. It is completely smooth now. You guys are going to have to wait until part 2. I'm going to be creating a beautiful jewelry box, so don't forget to hit subscribe and follow so that you can
Facts.
be updated when that video drops.
There you have it, people. Uh, Thank you, Junior. I gotta subscribe to her channel now and uh, watch her massage some wood. Uh, Man, whatever this day is, man. If you know, like, subscribe, comment down below. Uh, Thumbs up. All her details. I don't know what all she has in the description below, but everything will be down there in the below. Go give her channel. If you don't want to subscribe to it, at least go give a follow or a like or a look, because I'm going to be checking it out. LimpyReacts@gmail.com, and we might be doing some more of her if y'all want to see more of her. Y'all have a good night.